It is late, the house is quiet, and you are awake again. You lie in the dark, watching the hours pass, your mind circling, same worries, the same regrets, the same tomorrow, and in the morning you will rise more tired than when you lay down. If this is you night after night, I want you to know two things. First, you are not broken. After 60, sleep naturally changes. The deep sleep of youth grows lighter, thinner, more easily disturbed. This is not a failure of your body. It is simply a new season. And second, there is a way back to rest, not through pills, not through struggle, but through the quiet wisdom monks have used for centuries to sleep deeply into old age. Tonight, I will give you 8 Buddhist practices for deep, healing sleep. The first will calm your racing mind. The last will end the war with sleeplessness forever. And the 6th, the one almost no one knows, is the one that finally lets the body do what it has been longing to do, rest and repair. So dim the lights, breathe, and let us prepare. Together, for the most peaceful night you have had in a long, long time. The first practice, before sleep. Set down the day. Most people carry the entire day into the bed with them. Every unfinished task, every worry, every word that stung, all of it climbs under the covers, and then we wonder why we cannot rest. The monks have a saying, you cannot sleep with your fists full, so here is the practice. Before you lie down, sit quietly for a moment, and in your mind go through the day gently, and set each thing down. This conversation, I set it down. Until tomorrow. This worry about the children, it will still be there in the morning. I set it down. This task I did not finish. The night is not the time for it. I set it down. You are not solving anything. You are simply giving yourself permission to stop carrying it just for these hours of rest. The day is over. Nothing more can be done tonight. And the mind, when it finally understands that there is nothing left to solve, begins at last to grow quiet. Set down the day, one piece at a time, and feel how much lighter you become when your hands are finally empty. The second practice, breathe the body into rest. When the mind will not stop racing, do not fight it with the mind. Fighting thought with thought is like trying to smooth water with your hand. Instead, come down into the body through the breath. Here is the monk's breathing for sleep. It is simple. Breathe in slowly through the nose to a count of 4. Hold gently for a count of 7, and release. Slowly through the mouth to a count of 8. The long, slow exhale is the secret. It is a signal to the entire nervous system. You are safe. You may rest now. The day's alarms are over. Do this cycle 4 times. Just for dot, and as you breathe, place your attention only on the feeling of the breath, the cool air entering, the warm air leaving. Each time the mind wanders back to worry, and it will, simply return to the breath. This is not about breathing perfectly. It is about giving the racing mind a gentle thing to hold, instead of 1,000 anxious ones. The breath is the bridge from the busy day into the quiet night. Cross it slowly, and let it carry you down, gently, towards sleep. The third practice, warm the body and the mind will follow. There is an ancient wisdom, now confirmed by science. The body falls asleep more easily as it cools, but it must first be warm and calm. After 60, cold hands and feet can quietly keep you awake for hours. So the monks prepare the body for sleep with warmth. A warm cup of tea in the evening, chamomile, or simply warm water. Warm feet, wrapped or covered, so the blood flows gently to the surface. A warm room, but not hot. The body sleeps best in cool air with a warm body. Make this a small evening ritual. Both hands around the warm cup. Feel the warmth spread through you, softening the day's tension. This is not just physical comfort, though it is that. It is a message to the body. The day is done. You are cared for. It is safe to let go. The body that feels warm and tended releases its grip on wakefulness. The body that feels cold and neglected stays on guard through the night. So tend to your body's warmth, gently before sleep. A warm body is a body ready to rest. The fourth practice, end the day in gratitude, not worry. Notice what the mind reaches for as you lie down in the dark. For most people, it reaches for what went wrong, what was lost, what is feared. The mind, left alone, drifts toward worry. The way water flows downhill. But the Buddha taught that we can gently redirect the mind, and what we place it on before sleep shapes the whole quality of our rest. So here is the practice. As you settle into bed, name 3 good things from the day. They need not be large. In fact, let them be small. The warmth of the morning sun on my face, the taste of my tea, a kind word, a familiar voice, a moment of quiet. After 60, the days may seem to hold less, but they still hold these small graces, and the eye that learns to find them sleeps in peace. Gratitude and anxiety cannot occupy the mind at the same time. Fill the mind with what was good, and there is no room left. For what was feared, end each day counting not your worries, but your blessings, and you will find the darkness far less lonely, and sleep far more willing to come. Asterisk, the 5th practice. Release the body, one part at a time. We hold the day in our bodies without even knowing it. The tension in the shoulders, the tightness in the jaw, the clenched hands, and a tense body cannot sleep, no matter how tired the mind. So the monks practiced a gentle releasing, a settling of the body into rest. Lie down, and bring your attention slowly to your feet. Feel them, and let them grow heavy and soft and completely at rest. Then the legs, let them sink into the bed, heavy, released. Then the belly, the chest. Let the breath move them gently, and let them soften. Dot the hands. Open them and let them rest. Palms up, completely loose. The shoulders, let them drop away from the ears. Heavy and free. The jaw, let it unclench. The face, let it soften. The brow, let it smooth. Move through the whole body, part by part, releasing, softening, letting go. By the time you reach the top of your head, the body has forgotten its tension, and a body that is released. Its tension slips into sleep almost on its own. You do not have to force sleep. You have only to release everything that blocks it. Let the body grow heavy. Let it sink. Let it rest. Asterisk, and now, the 6th practice, the one almost no one knows. Sleep with an empty heart. Forgive before you close your eyes. Here is a truth. The monks understood long before the doctors. The body cannot fully rest while the heart is holding a grievance. Resentment does not sleep. It waits in the dark. It tightens the chest at midnight. It replays the old wound again and again and calls. It thinking. And so we lie awake, burning a fire we lit years ago. The practice is this. Before sleep, let the heart empty itself. Whoever hurt you today or long ago, say quietly, I will not carry you into my sleep. I set you down for the night. And for your own mistakes, the harshest judge we face is often ourselves, say. I did my best with what I knew. I forgive the one who made those choices. Then open your hands on the blanket, palms up. Let them be empty. This is not about excusing what was done. It is not reconciliation. It is simply refusing to spend your night's rest guarding an old wound. The heart that forgives before sleep is a heart at peace. And a heart at peace is the softest pillow there is. Empty the heart, and the body will. Finally, deeply rest. Asterisk, asterisk, the seventh practice. Stop fighting the sleeplessness. Here is perhaps the strangest wisdom of all, and the most freeing. When you cannot sleep, the worst thing you can do is fight it. I must sleep. I have to sleep. Why can't I sleep? Tomorrow will be ruined. And every one of those anxious thoughts pushes sleep further away. Sleep is like a shy bird. Chase it, and it flies. Sit still, and it comes to you. The Buddha taught the deep art of acceptance, and nowhere is it more useful than in the quiet war of the sleepless night. So when sleep will not come, try this instead of fighting. Say to yourself gently, if I sleep good. If I simply rest, that is good too. My body is lying down. My eyes are closed. This resting is enough. Take the pressure away. Remove the demand. Simply lie in the darkness, breathing, resting, asking nothing of the night. And a strange thing happens. The moment you stop demanding sleep, the moment you make peace with simply resting the shy bird, no longer chased, quietly comes and lands. Do not fight the wakefulness. Rest inside it. And let sleep find you in its own time, as it always, eventually, does. Asterisk, asterisk, the eighth practice. Repair the rhythm with the morning light. This last practice does not happen at night at all. It happens in the morning, and it may be the most powerful of them all. The reason sleep grows broken after 60 is often that the body's inner clock has grown faint and confused. It no longer knows, clearly, when night has come. And the medicine for this is not found in the dark, it is found in the light. Each morning, within an hour of waking, go to a window, or step outside, and let the natural morning light fall on your face for a few minutes. This light is the great signal to the body's clock. It says, clearly, the day has begun. And in doing so, it sets in motion the rhythm that will make you sleepy at the right hour that night. Morning light in the eyes. Today becomes deep sleep tonight. The monks rise with the sun and greet the morning light without knowing the science, but the science now agrees completely. The path to a good night's sleep begins with the morning that came before it. So do not only prepare for sleep at night, prepare for it in the morning by standing for a few quiet minutes. In the gift of the early light, heal the rhythm, and the nights will heal themselves. Asterisk 8 practices. My friend, for deep and healing rest, set down the day, breathe the body into rest. Warm the body gently. End the day in gratitude. Release the body, part by part. Sleep with an empty, forgiving heart. Stop fighting the sleeplessness and repair the rhythm with the morning light. You do not need all 8 tonight. Choose one. The breathing, perhaps it is the easiest door, and add another each night until sleep becomes, once more, a friend will visits gently and stays. You are not meant to spend your later years lying awake in the dark, watching the hours pass and dreading the morning. You are meant to rest deeply, sweetly in a body that feels safe and a heart that has, at last, set everything down. If this teaching brought you even a little peace tonight, leave one word in the comments. Rest. So others, awake in the dark, will know that peaceful sleep is possible again. Subscribe to Wisdom Quiet for gentle wisdom every week for the second half of life. And now, set down the day, empty your hands, close your eyes, and rest, my friend. You have earned it. Be at peace.